You're not getting ignored because you're weak, you're getting ignored because you are replaceable. And that's the biggest problem. That's what I've realized after me helping 180 plus internationals slash graduates slash immigrants here in Poland to step into corporate world or just get better jobs, and making that like the transitions from the sucking jobs to like the proper jobs. That's what I've realized. Most of them, they try to show that they can do many things, a little bit of Excel, a little bit of communication, a little bit of teamwork, a little bit of project management, or a little bit of project role, right? And it doesn't actually position them, or it doesn't actually show them to have the position they can be actually stand out from majority of the people. And if that's you, and that's the reason you are actually keep stucking, or just you're stuck in terms of you actually getting the job. And in this video, I'm going to actually give you the bigger picture, how you're going to actually find your own edge in terms of your superpower, and then how you're going to actually demonstrate or the position in a way which actually the companies or the HRs or the hiring managers will actually recognize you by you actually just standing out. So bear with me, and I'm just going to actually walk through the note that I actually take. So the most companies don't want the person who is average at everything. They are actually looking for someone who is kind of Avenger, you know, like you probably saw the movie. It's like each and every character has its own unique character and just strength and weaknesses, right? And then like the sum of the characters, they actually cover their weaknesses, if that makes sense. But like they are really good at, for example, problem solving, or they are really good at like they have like the different character or different features, right? They can fucking shoot the bow, or they are really good at like punching, or just even like the MMA fighters. So what I'm actually saying is you have to actually find your own edge in terms of showing your superpower, if that makes sense. If you look like you're everyone else, you actually get skipped. And then oftentimes a lot of people, they actually write the same small skills like communication, problem solving, basic Excel, fast learner, or open to learn type of thing, like which actually doesn't say anything to the HR, or which actually doesn't show you that you are unique. So like why they should actually give the job interview for you if you don't have the special skills. Like first of all, if you want to actually get a job in 2026, you have to know what your superpower is. Second thing is how you're going to actually demonstrate it, so to the point the HRs will recognize you. That's how you're going to get a job. And one strong skill actually beats 5 average one. So what I mean by that is, for example, like I'm actually hiring people fast and just firing them fast. You know why? Because it is really hard to find like someone who is really good at some specific thing. What I've realized, actually most people suck at what they do. I'm actually hiring like the sales guys, I'm actually hiring the VAs or just virtual assistants. Like I'm actually trying to transition from the consulting to the service, basically me actually coming into the client's, let's say, ecosystem, and me actually handling the entire process with my team, with my knowledge, so they don't have to do anything. So they can actually just sit on the couch and we do the CV, we do the LinkedIn, we do the content, we just prepare for them job interviews. Like if I had a chance, I could have actually jump on a call with the hiring managers and just get the job offer and just hand the job offer letter to my clients, but I cannot do it. But we are actually doing down for you. So the reason I'm actually mentioning is like a lot of people actually suck at what they do, and that's what I've realized. If you know how to knowing your own superpower and just positioning in the best way possible is the key when it comes to getting hired in 2026. And if your CV and your LinkedIn says like everyone else, same like the bullshit copywriting, the same like the Excel skills, the same SQL, the same, like you have to give the value proposition, and your strength should be easy to prove to. For example, when you're saying like you edit content, show. If you are good at like the design, show on LinkedIn. If you are good at like writing, show on LinkedIn. And we have the platform which is designed like social media platform, which is designed for the professional, like the way you're using. For example, I'm using this LinkedIn. Why? Because that's how I get clients. That's how I actually show my result, right? And like the people actually just believing in me, not because I claim something, because they actually just see the result. And that's why that's the proof. And instead of you preaching something, you have to actually prove it. How are you going to do it? Creating content. And then the market rewards the the specialists. Once you have your own domain of mastery, as I said, your CV gets clear, your LinkedIn gets clear, your messaging gets clear, even your storytelling, and then the way you answer to the questions in the job interviews, like all of them gets consistent, which actually helps the HR to deliver the clear message, and because it actually gets attention, you actually being able to position in a way which is clear. It's a lot easier for them to understand, right? It might be content, it might be CV, it might be interview prep, or it might be the way you talk in the interview. They actually hear it, and that's how you're gonna get the job offer. So if you talk like on your LinkedIn, it gets the attention, gets the job interview. And if you talk the same message with the clear deliverability, if that makes sense, you will get the job offer. Okay, here's the takeaway you have to actually take from this video. Don't try to actually compete with everybody, like in everywhere, and just being like trying to be useful. Instead, you have to actually look undeniable in one place. That's how you stop looking replaceable, and that's how you actually get noticed. Pick one thing, make it sharp, make it visible, and make it easy to believe. So, which is positioning, like knowing your superpower, and then being able to position in a way you can actually show the proof, or just the HR knows that you are the big dog in your industry. So that's how you're gonna actually get the job offer in 2026. Just once you find the North Star, once you actually have the tunnel focus, where you're going, with what kind of content, with what kind of content pillar, with what kind of messaging, with what kind of CV, with what kind of stories you tell in the job interviews, that's your superpower. Once you understand this, everything gets simple. I hope this video actually gave you some sort of like the perspective in terms of how you look at the job search. And if you're actually struggling, we can actually take you from the point of like you actually not struggling, right, to the point you will be able to actually get a bunch of job interviews we have done with you and we have done for your offer. And if you're interested, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm going to actually attach the websites we have. You can go through it, you can go through the testimonials, and you can actually book the call there. So thanks so much for the time, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.